If someone comes into the shop to you and says, Steve, what should I go out with in a pack to make sure I can fix my bike?
It's wise to carry a multi-tool.
Okay.
And the biggest thing about when you get your multi-tool is, does it have the items that are on your bike? And when I say items, I mean sort of the bolts. A lot of bikes nowadays come with many Torx bolts. Your tool might not have Torx drivers.
Oh.
And therefore, you couldn't tighten a stem bolt. You couldn't tighten your seat collar bolt if your seat's slipping down.
Don't just grab a multi-tool off the shelf.
Look, this is a multi-tool.
Throw
It's
it
going to
into
have
your
everything
pack.
I need.
What
No.
you want to make sure is you want to take that tool out and you want to stick it in all the bolty things and make sure it's what you need.
If your bike requires a hex key to take out the through axle, say, it doesn't have a lever built in, right?
Yes.
Well, some of those are 5mm, some are 6mm.
Okay.
There's actually multi-tools out there without 6mm. Now all of a sudden you're like, wait, I can't take off my wheel.
Okay.
Bolts that you're looking to do, you need to be able to take out your through axles. You want to be able to tighten your handlebar bolts on your stem and the rear stem bolts.
Yep.
The seat collar bolt, because your seat might start slipping down.
Okay.
That's okay. Ideally, if you have full suspension, you want one for the pivot bolts as well.
Okay.
All right. Those are really often T30s, a Torx 30.
Okay.
That's a not necessarily a common one on many multi-tools. It's becoming more and more. And pedals. Some pedals inside the backside of the crank that's going to have a hex key on the inside of the axle.
Yeah.
And that's going to be either 6 or 8mm. Okay. And if you have an 8mm one, again, or even the 6, your tool, you have to make sure your tool comes with it.
Okay, so you want to make sure your tool comes with it. Yep. How about something for the chain?
So that would be a multi-tool that has a chain breaker.
Okay.
Say when I say chain breaker, that's sometimes that confuses people. That means that it splits a link apart.
Chain disassembler.
Yes, a chain disassembler.
The kids are the chain breakers.
Yeah.
And a spare link?
Spare quick link for your chain. It's based on both the speed of the chain and then the type of the chain in many regards.
Again,
so it's a quick link for your chain.
You should have what you need to fix the flat. If you're tubeless, you want to make sure you have a tubeless.
A plug kit.
If you're not tubeless, you want to make sure you have a tube.
Spare tube or
a patch kit.
Ideally both. And they make stick-on patches now. You don't have to go through the whole rubber cement thing.
Like
so you
Band-Aids.
it's just like a peel and stick sticker.
Yep.
Those work really well.
Okay, and either a pump or a CO2 cartridge.
Yep, an inflation device.
Some way to get the air in.
Yep, and tire levers to get the tire off to get that replacement tube back in.
If you have tubeless, is there any value to carrying a tube?
There is.
Okay, but then you would need levers also.
Yeah, we need levers also.
Okay.
Yeah.